Okay, I think I'm finally ready this time. I think I think we got it. Hello, my name is Gabrielle and welcome back to episode 4 of my small business journey. I posted a video Monday and I don't same thing as I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it currently has, I believe, almost 800 views, which is insane. I'm so grateful. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been commenting and like telling me about your vendor market experiences and we get to go back and forth and things like that. You guys are so supportive and welcoming. Somebody said like, welcome to the small business community, and I literally started tearing up because I have never felt like that before with this kind of endeavor. Sorry, I'm just so grateful. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna stop right there. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll circle back to it, but I will start crying and I'm just so grateful. So thank you guys so much. For those of you who are new, I just talk about all the things that I do on my small handmade business journey. Nothing is really directly recommended because I'm still learning myself. So whatever works for me may not work for you. And this how I've sort of taken this whole learning experience, is that these are the things that I'm discovering and learning to do for myself that have been really helpful, but is not a direct suggestion for anyone else to do because I'm still learning. They're in no particular order, but here are the 5 things that I have been doing post-launch to keep myself busy. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing is storyboarding instead of branding. Now, what I mean by storyboarding instead of branding is because Melrose Haven is more than just a brand to me. It is a story of heritage, it is my ancestry, it is where I'm from and where I'm going. And there is a feeling, a nostalgic feeling that I have that is connected with Melrose Haven that I want to transfer onto my business. And it's more so building a story rather than just a brand. I feel like for me, and maybe this is naive, but I feel like Melrose Haven, whatever its fate, let's call it a her, whatever her fate, whatever Melrose fates is, I want it to be more than just a brand. I want it to be a story. I want it to be something that is said and going to be said, for a lack of better terms. And I hope that's not too abstract or out there, but I want to build a story. So storyboarding instead of branding, evoking feelings and memories and notions of good food and good conversation, a nice and cozy and safe space that people come into and they feel good, because my feeling around Melrose Haven is very much that, and that's what I'm trying to build and create, is a good feeling. So with the storyboarding, I have to ask myself kind of questions like, what do I want people to feel when they see an apron? Or what do you expect them to think about when they see, when I start doing more tablescaping products and whole sets? Like, I'm asking questions about what they would like to see, because it isn't going to be about me from my understanding. No, this is from my understanding. I can only put the story out there, but it's other people's interpretation of the story what really matters in the end. So that's what I mean by storyboarding. I want to evoke emotions rather than that's cute or that's really nice. Like, I want it to be something more. I want to be making heirloom items for people that they hold on to and that they care about, and maybe that they pass down to the next generations. I don't know, but that's what Melrose Haven is to me. So storyboarding instead of branding. The second thing I've been working on is building an online presence. Now, this may seem pretty silly, but I am 27 years old, and I only started using social media about 5 years ago, um, little before the pandemic. I was like 22. And I had just started using social media because I was crocheting a lot at the time and I was making myself outfits out of yarn. And my sister, she said that I should start posting them online and like I should get people to see them and see what I could do. And I kind of reluctantly did it. I wouldn't really do it unless she was the one taking the pictures of me because I was a little bit too scared to do it myself and I felt really awkward and weird. Um, but the reason why I'm having to work and learn so much about building an online presence now is because back in the day, in was that 2010, I was 13 years old, Instagram had just come out, and I rebuked it immediately. My friends were telling me to use it, and I just said, no, I don't want to. Same thing with Twitter and Vine and Snapchat and all these things. I just didn't want to. And I felt like my fear and my anxiety of social media was proving correct when I saw people like, in my high school like hurting each other using social media, like people posting really mean things or like things that were never supposed to be online, like doing stuff like that. So it kind of proved my own personal theory correct that social media is a scary place. But now that I have dreams and aspirations and things like that, I understand that social media is going to be a very important part of it. Okay, the third thing, learning about marketing. So learning about marketing, this kind of goes into number one, which is storyboarding instead of branding. I don't want to just market and like follow trends and things like that. One, I'm not on my phone that often to know all trends. I just don't want to be on my phone that often. I'm usually in my free time sewing my own clothes or I'm reading or like going for a walk or something. I started Pinterest because I had heard that it was a really good way for your items to show up with other like items and for people to sort of like the aesthetic and like notions of your items, your products. So I figured, okay, the way that their interface is, it has like a sort of a collage of all these different types of things. Maybe that would be a great way for me to storytell what Melrose Haven is, or to storyboard for myself what Melrose Haven is, and, you know, iron out more of the fine points of my overall aesthetic that I want to go for and how I'm feeling about everything, like including my logo versus my font. And so I decided to create a Pinterest and I saw that they had a pay what you want sort of ad feature as well. So I was like, this is really interesting. And so I decided to throw up a little four picture carousel of my tiny traveler tote set, which is the tote, the pouch, and the matching scrunchie. And I put up a carousel, I made a little description, and I decided, I was like, I'm going to pay $7 a day for this and see what this does. Because I was just curious as to what it would do, what that sort of like marketing promotion choice would do. And I only did it at $7 because that's all I was willing to do. And 2 days of me doing that, I got a pop-up message from Pinterest. And it was a message saying like, hey, we would love to talk to you. We would love to, discuss your marketing plan and all that. And I was like, oh, I'm so special. This is so great. Of course, I'll take this call. Of course, it's not. Apparently, they do it to quite a few people. I think once you signed up for their ad partnership program thing, they'll ask you for a consult and whatever have you. So I wasn't special, but I felt very special at the time. So in the meeting, Pinterest rep just told me about the power of their marketing and like how it works. And she actually went onto my website and told me that it looked pretty good. And then she told me about how to use their platform correctly in regards to finding trending terms and keywords, and how to import, and the importance of importing some of my photos from my website to Pinterest as well in order to have that sort of storyboard collage. I was deeply appreciative of it. It was a genuinely good conversation. And I like that Pinterest kind of has that thing. She did suggest that I pay $30 a day for 30 days before I'll be able to have a follow-up meeting with them. And that's a lot of money. That's $900. And I love the idea. Maybe one day I will be able to get to that point. But for right now, I thought it was a really great experiment to see how powerful Pinterest is and what Pinterest can do for a small business. And I really like that. Maybe one day I'll be able to get to that amount of money. Also, I just don't want to run in with my wallet, because I am still learning Pinterest and I am still learning social media in general and marketing as a whole other beast. I don't want to just sort of rush in, not know what I'm doing, spend money, something fail. Like, I was willing to spend $7 to test something out. I think that's fine. I liked it. I liked it a lot for what it was. I saw the amount of impressions and all the metrics that they gave you, but I'm not too ready to commit to something really, really massive. I'd rather do something a little bit more organic, a little bit more low key, until I'm able to learn as much as possible in the background and gain maybe some sales or some visibility and things like that, because that's the goal, right? The goal is to convert people from visiting the website to actually purchasing. And I don't want to be purchasing other things to get people to maybe purchase, when maybe I can do my own thing first and learn how to properly attract people organically to begin with before I do an expansionistic push on ads and things like that. So that is number 3, learning about marketing. Number 4, good old-fashioned email marketing. This one was pretty short to do. I kind of did this over the span of 3 days since launch. This has to do with Shopify again. Shopify has great email templates that you can just fill in, add your pictures, add your brand coloring and your own brand messaging and things like that into email templates. Now, these email templates are for, like, say when you go to a website and you put things into your cart, but then you don't check out, and then a day later an email will come back and say like, hey, you forgot something. So creating ones like that, or if someone signs up to be a member, a subscriber to the emailing list, and then they get their discount code, sending that discount code to them via email, and applying it directly to their shopping cart, so that when they check out during that session, they don't have to go to their email, get the code, copy and paste it back into the website. So it just like keeps them all at the same place on the website. So programming Shopify to do that for you automatically, making sure that it's not that annoying kind where it just like pops up and like stops you from scrolling. Like, it just stays off to the side. Like, she's just like cute on the side, just like waiting for you to click on her, and if you don't, that's okay. So doing those, setting all of those up, reminders of like sales or whatever have you, and then like special promotions, like I said, for like a discount code. So that's what I mean by good old email marketing. It's just like setting up all of those templates to make sure that people are reminded of Melrose Haven and are still interested in it. So that was number 4, and that's what I've been doing. Okay, number 5, brainstorming expansion plans. So this one is the fun one. Brainstorming expansion plans, that is trying to figure out the extra products that I want to make and add to my store. Now, on my store, I technically have 14 different products, but unfortunately, some of them are a variety of colors of the same product. I'm trying to expand in, not right now. Hey, this is my cat. No, let go. Let go. This is my cat. This is Anastasia. Okay, run along now. Expansion plans. What I mean by that is thinking about the different items that I want to add to the store that are different from one another, and also the variety in colors that I will need of those brand new products. So I've been thinking about the different items that I would want to add to my store, especially for the summer season that will eventually go into the fall season. So ones that are a little bit more cohesive in that way. And so far, it's been pretty fun. I have come up with some ideas of things that I'm interested in having and adding to sort of like the barbecue outside, poolside, or concrete backyard, because those exist and those can be really fun. Sort of experience. And so that's the fifth thing of doing. That's the one that I kind of do when I have my sketchbook out and I'm sort of just having fun. Okay, so yeah, these are the things that I have been doing to keep me busy behind the scenes after I have launched my shop. It's been a week and I have been brainstorming expansion ideas, learning about marketing, learning about email marketing, building my online presence, and then also, last but not least, storyboarding instead of branding. So I've been doing those things. I've been having a lot of fun with it. They've been hard. Learning is hard, but learning is fun. And I'm having a blast doing it. And it's made even better by you all. You guys have made this beginning experience of venturing online the best experience that I have ever had. And I appreciate you guys so much for proving to me that the internet is not a scary place and be an inviting and encouraging space to where we can share stories. Like you guys have been sharing your stories of your vendor market experiences or with different event organizers and welcomed me into the small business community. I never in a million years would have thought that I would have achieved that, and it's a big win for me. And I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope you stick around. There's a lot more that I'm learning that I can tell you guys about, and again, I appreciate it so much. So won't you join me next time where I'll show you my expansion plan ideas, have some studio days, and I share my summer vendor market plans.